What's up, everybody? I'm Brian from I Want Tesla, and I've been thinking a little bit about what Elon said during the earnings call. He was talking about ride sharing. There's a lot of questions I still have about it. So yes, like I said, Elon talked about ride sharing. Well, actually, someone brought up the question, could we bring out ride sharing or like Uber-like service before the robo-taxis get here? Because it's going to be a while, I'm not trying to be negative about Tesla at all, but full self-driving is still years away. He says feature complete. That does not mean anything like next week we're getting full self-driving. We're far away from it. I like the direction he's going, but that last 5 or 10% really takes a lot of computing and a lot of trial and error, and that's something that they do before they give it out to people. So at minimum, we're 2 years away from full self-driving. I think actually 3, but I think we'll get full self-driving on the highway from on-ramp to off-ramp where we don't have to pay attention, we don't have to hold the wheel, we don't have to do that stuff. I think that will come first, but going in parking lots, parking garages, like my development doesn't have lines on the road, so where does it go? Going to a parking lot or a gravel parking lot or something like that, there's many different situations that it needs to go and figure things out, and they need all that data to really make it work. Ride sharing, it was brought up to him, and he says, yeah, we could bring that out. In fact, what did he say? I think probably it makes sense to enable car sharing in advance of any kind of robo-taxi fleet. There's that word though. Car sharing. That scares me a little bit. Is he talking about Uber or is he talking about Turo? Or both? I mean, both would be great. I'm sorry. Both would be great options. I think it would be a great moneymaker for Tesla and a great moneymaker for Tesla owners, but also a great way for people to experience a Tesla. I mean, because if I was looking for an Uber, say I travel somewhere, I can either go to Uber or I can go to Tesla. And I could pull up a Tesla. I'm going to go to Tesla. I'm going to pick up a Tesla. If I'm on vacation or something like that, I'm going to request a Tesla to show up to me. Yes, I know there's Teslas driving on Uber. On a Tesla network, it's all Tesla. So I think it'd be a great experience for others to do this. What they can do with the app is, if you don't have a Tesla, you can download the app. You can sign up as a user for a ride sharing. So you can either rent a car or you can get picked up in a car, and all the money would be handled through Tesla, through your Tesla account. But that would get you involved already with Tesla. That would get a person that doesn't own a Tesla actually involved in Tesla, and that would get them the experience, and there would be so many people that would download the app anyway. As an owner, you can just swipe over to your next vehicle, swipe over to past your vehicle, and instead of where it shows the power wall, it can show ride sharing. So you can actually set up to rent your car or pick somebody up. And also it can be built into the cars already. It could be one of the apps, and not under entertainment, but you can get rid of some of the redundant apps there when you pull up the toolbar, and that could be a ride sharing button or an app that you can enable the screen to be something totally different, just like what your phone is. The car knows where it's at because of LTE, the app knows where the phone is at, and the app knows where the customer is at as well. Everything is all tracked at once. I think this would be amazing for customers, and I think it would be amazing for Tesla owners. For the people that want to drive or rent their car out, that money can be put into their account, their Tesla account, whether it pays for Tesla insurance or pays towards their car payment if it's through Tesla, whatever it might be, they can just build up the money and it can go to Tesla stock if they want to. A bunch of possibilities here. On the Model 3s and probably on the new Model S and Model X, plus the Model Y, turn on that dash cam or that camera that's facing on the inside whenever there's a customer in the car, and the car would know when that customer's in there because they would accept the ride at that point. But I think it would be a great way for people to experience it. But again, is he just thinking Uber or is he just thinking Turo or both? That's a big question, because if it's just Turo, I'm not going to rent my car out. I would rather drive my car, because a lot of Tesla owners like driving their cars. They would go out sometimes at night, or they would go out some different times and make a couple extra bucks. Not everyone, because if you own a $130,000 car, you probably don't need to go out and do that. But some people do. Some people stretch to get a Tesla because it's one of the safest cars in the world, and they're trying to maybe help out the environment, or they just want the best of technology, or whatever. Or just, hey, whatever. You come into hard times. You owed some extra money. You can make some extra money on your time. But my question to you is, would you go out and pick up other people, or would you let other people drive your car? I'm assuming not too many people would let other people drive their car, but would you go out and do this? I probably would do a little bit of it. I wouldn't do a lot of it, but I think I would do a little bit of it. Really just to push out the Tesla name. You can even get business cards with your referral code on there, so people, when they buy a car, you get some extra miles out of it. I'm curious. Leave that down below if you would do this, if you think this would be a good idea, if you're on board for this. I mean, it wouldn't take much for Tesla to implement this into the app and start in the US here. It might require Tesla insurance for this, because this would be down the road anyway, but it might have to have Tesla insurance for this, but this money could go towards your Tesla insurance bill. There's many different things they can do with this, but I think all positive. I think everything would be positive. But what do you think? I'm curious what you think, what you would do. But as always, stay awesome, stay positive, and I'll catch you on the next one. Even though my brain will keep going. Think up some other ideas. This wasn't my idea. This was brought up somewhere else. I was just thinking about it, but I think it'd be really cool. On a lazy day like today, it's pouring down rain. Just go out there and pick up some people, make some extra money. Like my power went out today. My power went out for 5 hours. I could have just left the house and just made some money because I couldn't make a video, couldn't record. There's no lights. There's a lot of reasons why. See ya.